Hi everyone, it's Nisht here, specialist dietitian, mindful family dietitian, and today we're going to talk about children-friendly multivitamins and which are my choice. Now, the reason why I'm doing this presentation is because I've had a lot of questions on social media and also in my private group, Cow's Protein Allergy Support Group with dietitian Nisht on Facebook. I've had a lot of questions about multivitamins following a bit of information I gave out about iodine. Iodine is a mineral and most of us do not get enough iodine, and children need iodine for brain development. And children who have an allergy to dairy, cow's milk protein allergy, they are very susceptible to iodine deficiency. So in this video, I'll give you a few tips and hopefully you'll feel empowered to make the right choice for yourself and your baby. So just a little disclaimer, this is my personal opinion, and please note that this information neither is medical advice nor is it meant to replace the advice of your doctor or your dietitian, and I assume no liability for the use or misuse of this information. So I'm going to keep this brief, a little bit about me. I won an award, Asian Business Award, for the work that I do with children and cow's milk protein allergy. And it was lovely to be recognized. Now, I am very passionate about cow's milk protein allergy to bring quick solutions and help to families. I'm a passionate pediatric dietitian, and I always aim to deliver the best service. I provide online consultations. I'm registered in the UK, but also in Denmark. I've got tons of experience, but I'm not going to go into all of that right now. So you're more than welcome to check out my profile on my website and also on social media. So the Department of Health, they recommend that children aged 6 months to 5 years require vitamin A, C, and D unless they're drinking 500 ml of formula milk per day. The breastfed infant require a vitamin D supplement daily from birth, regardless if mom takes a vitamin D supplement herself or not. So now this is very important to know. So iodine. Iodine is a mineral and is essential for the brain development in our children. And I see a lot of children who do not get enough iodine, particularly if they have cow's milk protein allergy. I have done this video on YouTube, Brain Food for the Entire Family, where I talk about what is iodine, where do we get it from, why are most people deficient in it. And I strongly encourage you to watch that so you can feel even more empowered as a parent. And you can watch that on Nisht's Choice, so YouTube, Nisht's Choice. And I have also done a blog about baby brain on nishtchoice.com. So I've done a lot of information or tools out there that you can use and hopefully that will empower you towards better nutrition for yourself, but also your child. Now, these vitamins for babies. I see a lot of patients who like to be on Abidec because that's what is sort of the most common one. There's also Well Baby and Baby Flex. And I always say to my patients that this brilliant, yes, Abidec contains, what Department of Health wants us to give our children. But the problem is it doesn't actually contain iodine. None of these vitamins for children contain iodine. And that's a little bit of a worry. But remember, if your child is taking 500 ml of formula milk, then you'll be fine, right? So, but how about the child who doesn't take enough milk? So we're talking about the child that's about 7-8 months, and they may start to drink less and eat more, and then you're giving them Abidec or Well Baby or Baby Flex, and you're thinking, yeah, they're meeting all their requirements of vitamins and minerals. But if the diet isn't rich in minerals, which it isn't for most people, then that could be a problem. So please make sure that you know what foods contain iodine. And make sure that you empower yourself, because I had the other day a child that's 9.5 months, and mom has been using Abidec and still is using Abidec. And this child has cow's milk protein allergy and was drinking about 320 ml of milk per day. And this milk is a hydrolyzed formula, so it's free from cow's milk. So obviously that's not enough to meet the iodine requirements. So what we've done, we have started to add some milk into the baby's meals. But what we've also done is include some iodine-rich foods in with the baby's meals. So haddock and cod are great sources of iodine. So that's haddock and cod. So there are little ways that we can change things around in the diet to make sure that our children are getting enough iodine. And with this baby, what we did is adding formula into meals, but also adding some haddock in with meals as well. So do you see? So it's first of all, you need to be aware how much is your child having, and then 2, you make the appropriate change. So how about the breastfed infant? So I, again, see this a lot, and I always encourage mothers who are breastfeeding that obviously they need to make sure they are getting enough iodine. Now, the problem is most multivitamins for pregnant women contain 150 microgram of iodine, and 150 microgram is not enough. The World Health Organization states that we need, if you're breastfeeding, you need 250 microgram. So what I always tell my breastfeeding patients is that they need to consider upping their iodine containing foods in their diet. They need to up their haddock. They need to, if the child hasn't got an allergy to dairy, they need to up the dairy foods if they want to. So it's all about making sure that mother's diet is adequate. And then once the child starts to eat, then we make sure that the child's diet is rich in iodine foods. So I hope that was useful. It's basically, I've just made you aware that these vitamins for children do not contain iodine. So please be aware of that. How about toddlers? Now, for toddlers, it's actually easy to find multivitamins with iodine in. And I've listed some of the ones available that I tend to recommend my patients. And these include Boots Kids Daily Health A to Z, which is suitable from 3 years. Then you've got Well Kid from 4 years. They've got the tablet form and liquid form. And they contain quite a bit of iodine. The Boost one contains 100 microgram, and children age 1 to 5 need 90 micrograms. So that's brilliant that they've put in that much, which is great. And then Well Kid as well. Well Kid, I think, contains 75 micrograms. So that's brilliant. And then there is this one, Animal Parade. We've got the chewable version, and then we've got the liquid version, and they're suitable from 4 years and contain 100 microgram of iodine and all the other vitamins and minerals. So for toddlers, it's okay. It's fairly straightforward to find the iodine. It's more the baby that we need to focus on, actually, because baby vitamins do not contain iodine. So it's all about finding that balance between iodine-rich foods and a multivitamin. Now down here, I've shown you Veg 1, which is a vegan supplement, just for the vegan audience out there. And it contains selenium, which is another mineral that we are thought to be deficient in. And then also iodine and vitamin D contains. And for children aged 2, they just need to break the tablet in half, I was told by the Vegan Society. The only thing is it doesn't contain vitamin A and C, so that's the downside of that. Now, there are also dairy-free milks that have now started to add iodine to to the bottles. And here we've got Alpro soya formula, or not formula, sorry, soya milk. Is suitable from 1 to 3 years. And that contains iodine, but also iron. Your child would need 365 mils of it to meet the iodine requirements of 90 microgram. And for the cocoa, your child would need 690 mil, which is so much milk. So these are brilliant. They contain iodine, which is great. I would say if you can include more fish, white fish, into your child's diet, that's even better. But at least we've got iodine now in these milks, which is brilliant. You could add them to meals from 1 year of age. At times, but this is under medical supervision, I sometimes recommend my patients to add these milks into the child's diet from 8 months. But obviously this is all individual. And you can also add them into a cup so they can learn that, and then they're getting a little bit more iodine. So that's that. If you're worried about your baby, because I've given you quite a bit of information, I'm trying to make it short and sweet and not bombard you with too much. But if you do have any worries, then you can ask your dietitian for help, or your GP, or you're more than welcome to comment below this video and I'll be able to guide you. If you need a one-to-one, then please contact me on info@nishtchoice.com or call me. I offer online consultations to people all over the world, and I absolutely love what I do, and I can guide you from the comfort of my home to yours. So I hope this video has inspired you. If it has, please give it a thumbs up, comment below, like or share it, and I'll see you soon. Have a lovely day. Bye.